Alright guys, good morning. It is Monday morning, November 7th, 2016, and these are our weekly zones for the week. Let's get right to it. Alright, let's start out with the S&Ps. Hey, these things ripped out of the gate last night. I mean, it was an unbelievable move up. I haven't seen an opening like that in probably let me go back, 3.5, 4 years. Hey guys, you get an opening like that in the S&Ps and the low is in. I mean, I have to tell you, that low that we saw Friday, that's it. If we get lucky and retest it, that is the point right there where I am selling as many puts, buying as many calls, buying futures, shorting the VIX products. That's it right there. That marks it. But I'm going to tell you guys, I've only seen these openings a few times in my trading career. They don't come back from these. It would be the rare case that we come back into that low right there. And I got to tell you, man, I am just completely beside myself with that. So now you got to listen to a little bit of a rant. I mean, if our financial industry, if our brain trust in the financial world press this market down because of that FBI investigation for Hillary, and then the subsequent rally, the rip your face off rally Sunday night when they announced that they're not going to pursue action against her, if that's been the case for the last 9 days, and then we celebrate the fact that nothing's going to happen and we get ripped, the market rips higher the way it is, what does that say about our society, guys? What does that say about the financial sham that we have going on in the stock market? To think that Hillary is propping this market up, or that when something happens, the market's going to go down. I mean, a person that can single-handedly derail our financial way of life, if she had her way about it, and completely redistribute every single free dollar created by capitalism. This is the stupidest market I have ever seen in my life. You guys have heard me say that this thing is ridiculous, but this borders on complete lunacy right here. This is just the most stupid thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, it's one thing when the Fed, I hate those moves. I don't even have adjectives to describe the sheer idiot. Yeah, this is a tough one to swallow right here, to see this thing completely rally the way it did based off of the news from the FBI. So anyway, that's my rant for the morning, guys, on the stock market. So yeah, you can see here on the chart, I'm offering some puts out, you know, just in the case that the aberrational event happens and the stock market pulls back. So I'm trying to sell the 2035s, and I think I offered them up there for like $12, just in case we get some volatility over the election. And what's going to send this market completely higher is if early reporting starts indicating that Hillary's whipping Trump. So at that point, guys, you got to go with that market and just completely lay into it, because it will not turn back until we get to that Fed announcement in December. We're in that time of the year where lows typically play out and just bolt higher, so we're there. You also see the market is looks like it's going to close back inside this rectangle. Now we still got a full day of trading, so 4:15 today, if this market closes inside this triangle, I mentioned that the other day, that a close inside there, this is one of my favorite patterns to indicate a down move's over. So geez, I didn't think it was going to do it from close to opening though. Wow, what do we open? 25, 20 some points higher. Just completely ridiculous. Anyway, here's our levels for the week: 2207, 2015. I'm not even selling the 2015s, guys. I'm trying to go 2035, because it's not going down there. Okay, we get into this bull market move and selling this second level, that's out of the window. When this thing starts moving up and I see it's got traction, I'm going to be selling that first level, because it will not pay. Sure, that's the safe bet right there, but this is going to be a sure thing on the way up, without a doubt, that first level. So that's where I'm changing my tactics a little bit. I change them a little as we go through time and we get into different market environments. So once we get the down move, or once the down move is over, the market starts bolting higher. Once we get, say, 140 points off of this low right here, guys. Yes, and I'm saying 100 to 140 points off of this low. Then I'll start back selling this second level again. But until then, it's selling that first level and maybe just a little under it. Only reason I'm going under today is just in the hopes that I'm trying to temper my my complete and utter frustration with the celebration that FBI is not doing anything with Hillary. And I could really care less one way or the other what they do with her. But the fact that the biggest market in the world is reacting the way it is to that, it's just completely disappointing. Alright, let's move to the bond market. Check the bond market out. Hey, did it even trade last night? I mean, look at it. It had hardly no movement whatsoever. I've got to check and see if I pull the right chart up, because that's unbelievable that the bond market didn't even move off of this. We're down 18. Yeah, the bond market hardly moved last guys. I had to recheck my charts. I mean, the stock market rips higher, the bond market hardly moves. It's a completely emotional reaction that the bond markets didn't go with. So the bond market will tend to overreact at times, but it's more closely associated with just fundamental plays. You can see they didn't even budge over the news last night. I mean, they went down from the close, but yeah, they're not buying into it. So that's why I offered my puts out a lot higher than what they're trading for. I think the 2035s right now are going for like $7 or $8, and I offered them out for $12. So I'll take them at $12 all day long. Alright, so there's our levels for the bond market for the week. Let's look at the crude market. Okay, guys, know we've all have positions in the crude. Crude's been bearing down on us. I did the special this weekend on the crude support. I said that we were in an area where it could rally from. If we didn't, there was a stiff area down here at 43. So we hung in there last night. Regardless of what the news was, the crude market reacted, held in that area, and bounced up. But you'll see that little resistance line, the red resistance line right there, that's what I mentioned in my 2-hour chart as a very, very important level to close above. And you can see it poked its head above it and pulled back down. So again, guys, that's a very important level for this market to clear in order to get higher from here. Don't know what's going to happen during the trading day, but those are the levels to watch out for. So we know that 44 is significant because we already have a lift off from there, and we know this level right here is significant as well. So 2 levels to watch going through the trading day. We clear that level right there, and we could get considerably higher. So anyway, what you want to look for on the downside is this low right here at 4063. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was trying to read that when I actually have it posted up here. So 4063. What you have to understand, this is how I use my levels. There's less than a 3% chance of the market getting down to 4063. So yeah, I'm not worried about that this week. Roughly crude's going to hit this level right here maybe 40% of the time, that first level to the downside. So I'll start taking more action on adjusting my position if we get down below this low that will tell me that we stand a very good chance of hitting the first level, and I want to go ahead and start hedging off some of that downside risk at that stage. So anyway, that's how I'm treating the crude market. The green lines up here are the short strikes that I currently have in my trade. So the other green line is hidden behind that thick level of support. So I've got the 43 short puts down here in my position, and the 52 calls up here. And again, we're still in good shape with this right here. So anyway, that's a wrap on crude. Dollar, 99.69 upper level, 95.65 lower level. It's never breached either one of those second levels since I've been tracking the dollar. Gold market clobbered last night on the news. So again, a commodity like this is just getting completely shaken from Hillary, and that's what I don't understand. Somebody that can completely drive inflation through the roof, and gold's reacting the way it is, which is opposite the stock market, which it should be. But you would think that an emotional move like the stock market had wouldn't shake out the gold traders. Bond traders held pat. Gold traders went with the stock market. So we'll see. Upper level 1343, lower level 1229. Okay, guys, that's a wrap today on the weekly zones. So have a good trading week, and hey, we'll see you guys over here at the house Tuesday night. This is BA signing out.